We'll start off with some pretty bad news, I'm afraid. It's more than likely that the next new Aston Martin will look like that. It's called the Signet and is what Aston are calling a luxury commuter concept car. It's not yet 100% confirmed that it's going to go into production, but there have been loads of clay models and hints and suggestions, so basically I think it's inevitable. You've probably spotted that it looks like one of them, a Toyota IQ. That's because it is. And it will be made in Toyota's factory and then shipped across to Aston Martin to be made a bit weirder. All the traditional Aston cues like vents, slick door handles are there, and it's got really kinky interior with a little iPod dock and an Aston Martin badge sellotaped over the Toyota one. The main aim of it is to bring down the average CO2 emissions of Aston Martin's range, because in a few years' time, I think 2015, manufacturers will be penalised for having an average emissions across their range above a certain figure. This is the new Mini Beachcomber, which Mini say is absolutely ideal for a spontaneous and active experience of freedom and leisure time, like having a really unexpected walk in the country. It's got 4 seats, as you can see here, 4-wheel drive, and conveniently comes with a soft top to stop passers-by using it as a skip. While the Beachcomber will never be released looking like that, Mini are more than likely to release a crossover next year called the Countryman, and basically, once you take away the fact that it hasn't got any doors, the front of it, that is probably what the Countryman will look like. And finally, a little bit more bad news, I'm afraid. General Motors, who have been smacked in the face by the global recession more than most, have just announced that they're going to have to shut down Swedish car maker Saab. Spiker, who make cars like this, were on the cusp of buying Saab from GM to try and rescue it, but unfortunately the deal fell through and left GM with the last resort, which was to close the company altogether. We're told that warranties on current models will still be honoured and that servicing and parts will still be available, and just like when Rover died, there might be some bargains on unsold cars.